Today's episode is personal. It's scientific. And it's hopeful. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand what language anxiety really is, and how to rewire your response to it. Let's dive in. First, let's define it. Language anxiety is a specific kind of anxiety that happens when you try to speak, write, or understand a language that's not your own, especially in public or high-pressure settings. Psychologists Horowitz and Cope introduced this term in 1986 in their research on foreign language classroom anxiety. They found that this anxiety wasn't about being shy. It was about feeling judged, vulnerable, and afraid of failure in another language. Common signs include overthinking every word before you speak, fear of sounding stupid, physical symptoms like sweating, shaking, or dry mouth, avoiding conversations altogether. Sound familiar? It did for me too. But here's the good news. Just like stage fright or test anxiety, this is something you can manage, even transform. When I first started speaking English, I was terrified of people hearing me. I would sit in class, rehearsing my sentence silently, waiting for the perfect moment to speak. And when that moment came, I'd freeze. I remember one time in university. I was supposed to ask a simple question. Could you please repeat that? But my throat tightened. My voice cracked. I ended up just nodding and pretending I understood. I felt like a failure. But now I know that moment wasn't about language. It was about fear. What helped me change wasn't learning more grammar. It was learning how to work with that fear, not fight it. Let's talk about what's happening in your brain. When you feel anxious, especially about speaking, your amygdala, the fear center of the brain, becomes activated. It triggers a stress response. Your heart races, your breathing shortens, your memory shuts down. That's why your mind goes blank. Not because you don't know the words, but because your brain is protecting you from what it thinks is danger. Dr. Stephen Krashen, a famous linguist, talked about the affective filter, an emotional barrier that blocks language input and output when we're stressed. So the goal isn't just to practice speaking more. The goal is to reduce that stress, lower the filter, and create safety in your learning environment. 1. Progress, not perfection. Anxiety thrives on the belief that you have to be perfect. So let's kill that belief. Real fluency is messy. You'll make mistakes. Native speakers do too. Let your goal be connection, not perfection. 2. Reframe the fear. Instead of, what if I mess up? Ask, what if this goes well? Or even better, what if I learn something? Turn every conversation into a playground, not a test. 3. Practice micro-bravery. Don't wait to be fearless. Practice being brave in tiny ways. Say hi to a stranger. Ask for water in English. Join a 5-minute language exchange. These build confidence like muscles. 4. Talk to yourself a lot. This is powerful. When you narrate your actions in English, now I'm making coffee. Where is the sugar? You train fluency without pressure. 5. Celebrate after you speak. Don't just survive the moment. Acknowledge it. Every time you speak English, even if it felt awkward, tell yourself, I did it. I'm proud. This rewires the emotional memory associated with speaking. 1. Breath work before speaking. Try the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Do this 3 times before you speak. 2. Safe speaking spaces. Join communities where mistakes are welcome, language cafes, group chats, online exchanges. Safety reduces tension. 3. The script plus improv method. Start with memorize phrases. Then improvise. For example, "Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm learning English." Add one new sentence each time. 4. Visualization. Imagine yourself speaking confidently. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagined and real experiences. 5. Audio journaling. Talk to your phone. Record your thoughts. No pressure. Over time, this builds comfort with your voice in English. Let me share a few voices from our community. Maria from Brazil. "I used to panic on Zoom calls. Now I focus on just expressing one idea clearly. That changed everything." Ahmed from Egypt. "I started using voice notes with my friends. My first ones were short and scary. Now they're fun. That habit freed me." Sasha from Ukraine. "I gave myself permission to speak slowly. I stopped rushing to sound fluent. And ironically, I started sounding better." These stories are real. And yours can be next. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. You don't need to erase your fear. You need to rebuild your relationship with it. Language anxiety doesn't mean you're bad at English. It means you care. So be kind to yourself. Speak anyway. Mess up anyway. Smile anyway. Because fluency isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to keep going despite it. If this resonated with you, drop it in the comments and share your own story. Let's lift each other up. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Keep going. You're braver than you think.